Friends, and welcome to Point Mugu Beach. This is a spot I have been to before, although it's been 6 years since I was last here. And I'm not going to lie to you, this section I'm at now is not where I was. The last time I was here, 6 years ago, I was at a little section down there, a little more accessible, a little more maneuverable than where I am now, but currently under construction. There's a lot of Highway 1, the Pacific Coast Highway, that is currently being quite literally rebuilt. So I came up to a little different section, a little harder to get to, so my movement today is really constricted. There's not very far I can go up or down the shore, and there's not very far towards the ocean I can get. It's very rocky, very treacherous, very scrambly today. So no hiking today, just some scrambles. But I've got a big, beautiful rock over here that I think I'm going to start my day off with. And I'm just looking forward to it. Today I just want to get out and get back to shooting. It's been a while since I've been out, so happy to be here and happy to get back to it. And I want to thank you for coming along with me. So let's explore this small section of very rocky beach and let's see what we can find. All right, friends. Sorry for the backlight situation. The sun is right there, and there's really not any better spot for me to put you. So sorry about that. But I'm set up on my shot and I'm really liking it. I've got this one huge rock sticking up out of the ocean, gorgeous little rock. Shooting this in black and white because there's not a lot of color here, and I want that contrast between the white fluffy water and that dark rock. Shooting with a polarizer on here right now that's not doing much of anything, cutting a little bit of glare off that rock, and a 6-stop neutral density, which is giving me about a 1.5 second exposure. I might increase that in a minute, but I want to get a couple shots, maybe 2 or 3 different versions of this shot at the 1.5 seconds. I like some of the slow, gentle waves as they come in, and every once in a while I get a big, violent crash of waves that kind of don't completely obscure the rock, but kind of give it this nice veil curtain in front of it. So just playing with this exposure a little bit. Let's see if I can show you here what we're looking at on the camera. Maybe I can, with much effort. There we are. So here it is. This is the shot. I'm going to take the polarizer off here so you're getting this in a little more real time. There we are. So you can see it, just this beautiful rock. And I actually really love the shadow I'm getting coming down to this corner. And as you can see, the wave action around it is just adding really cool interest. And that's what I was after today, was some just long exposures of water over and around rocks. And that's what I'm getting here. My challenge today is just the amount of room I have to maneuver, and it's not a lot. So I'm going to take a few more shots of this, then I'm going to maybe scurry over to my right a little bit, your left, see if there's anything else to be had. But honestly, this is just all about accessibility, this shoot today. And right now, it is limited, but beautiful. All right, turning my attention back to this fella. We've moved a little bit. Oh God. We've moved into the action of the waves. Which means I need a lens cloth here. Dig that out of the bag. Move back over here. What I've got here right in front of me is this little cluster of tiny little, I think they're snails. Some snails, maybe there's a couple little limpets in here as well. They're just fun. Just these dark black snail shells on this dark black rock. Shooting with my 70-200 at probably about 105 millimeters or so. I have my Nisi close-up filter on there to just kind of magnify the scene, make it take up more of the scene. No polarizers, no ND filters, none of that's necessary. This is a completely shaded scene, and this one's just kind of all about these little snail creatures that are on here. Let me get this shot line back up because I just bumped my tripod. get it all set up. Show you here what we're looking at. This isn't going to look so great on the video because I need to shade this lens to take it. There it is. But there it is. It's just this great little collection of snails just kind of cozied up in this little crack of this rock, and it's a really, really fun shot. Just shooting this again. Let's see, where are we shooting? What are my settings on this guy? F16, totally not necessary. Let's drop that down to like an F9. ISO 100, 1/15 of a second. I'm gonna shade the lens from the sun coming in because it's giving me a flare and washing out the whole shot. 2-second timer. That's it. That shot is done. Really, really simple. Just kind of a nice little beachy nature scene, and I like it. And big waves. So pretty out here. Found another shot. So I'm kind of losing track because honestly today I'm scrambling all over the place. Today, not a hike, a scramble. This little section of rocky shoreline has tons of stuff, but it's, as I've mentioned, I think several times now, really hard to maneuver around. You don't want to get close to the edge because you go too far. You're in the Pacific Ocean and that's wet. Nobody wants that. But it's really, really cool, just the diversity of all these rocks. It's also kind of creepy because this shore is really literally just a pile of huge boulders, so you can hear the waves crashing underneath and echoing through all these rocks. It's a little bit unnerving, but so many great things to be found here, big and small. I have that huge giant boulder that I started with, kind of fixated on that for a while, moved over here, got the great little cluster of snails. That was really, really great. Disturbed a crab crawling back over the rocks to this side, because this rock slab has just got some great, great patterns in it. And I found a couple of things right here at my feet that I want to get a shot of, and I'm going to share one of them with you right now. There's this great, I'm hoping it's a natural plant or a coral. I don't think it's a coral, but it's a great frond looking thing, all bleached out and white, laying in the tan sand, and this kind of, I don't know, just this textured, very lava rock right in front of me. So that's the shot, going in really, really tight on it, shooting this in black and white again because of those dark black rocks and that bleached out vegetation of some sort. I'm not sure what it is, but that contrast is what makes this shot work for me. It's so really, really pretty. Here, I'll just show you here what we're looking at. Shooting this again, as I mentioned, in black and white. I don't think my video comes out black and white, but you'll see the picture when it's done. But look at this little guy. It's really, really great. And then I've just got these raised sections of the rock around it, a little bit of water, so a little bit of reflection. I threw a polarizer on there to try and cut that glare, but because of the angle of the sun, polarizer's not really doing anything, but I've left it on there because it's not doing me any harm either. The settings for this shot, pretty straightforward. FLM 1/60th of a second, ISO 100. I am going to focus bracket this. Words are hard. Jets are flying by. Everything's terrible. Hold on. Hold, please. As I was saying, I am going to focus bracket this shot. I'm doing this one, this is an experiment for me because I'm gonna let the camera do the work this time. This camera has an internal focus bracketing setting, so I'm gonna set it up to take 15 shots, focus near, and it should just run its focus through the scene until it decides it's got enough shots. Stack all those together, I should be focused throughout. This shot, again, just about the color and the texture and the pattern of this fun little frond. All right, my friends, well, I think we're gonna call it a day already today. A little bit short today, but not bad. The length of time doesn't really matter. I had a great day. I kind of set out today to just sort of get back into the groove of things. It's been about a month since I've been out shooting. Life got in the way, work got really busy, and I just didn't have the time. So I was happy to get out today. I just kind of picked a spot that I know I had been to before, but I was here 6 years ago. There was less construction on the road. I think the beach was a little more accessible further down than it currently is. This section of beach where I am standing, while really, really gorgeous, is kind of treacherous. It's not easily accessible. It's a scramble to get to any part of it, and it's a really compact little spot. So not a lot of movement today, no hiking, just scrambling. But I think I got some really fun shots. I really like that kind of longish exposure of that big rock. I think that's going to turn out to be a really nice black and white shot. I think I love my little cluster of cozy snails over there on that dark rock over there. And right below me, I got that great shot of that little piece of vegetation. Not sure what that is, but the contrast between it being bleached out white against this dark lava rock was just fabulous. So I had a great day. I have no complaints whatsoever, despite my not going very far or being out very long. It was still very productive, and I'm happy for that. And I'm happy for you to have joined me today. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you would like to see more, and tell your friends, because the more the merrier. And if you'd like to see some more of my work, head on over to toddhphoto.com. Over there you can see all the images I've taken over the year. While you're there, I would love it if you signed up for my mailing list. There I just send out my blog twice a month. It just has a little image, a little story to go along with it. Hopefully a little positive pick-me-up in your day. And if you'd like to support me further, you can donate over there. Or if you'd really like to support me, you can purchase a print. But I want to thank you for coming with me today. And from Point Mugu Beach here in Southern California, so long. And we'll see you next time.